What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys a story that I haven't told a lot of people because I see you guys seem to like story time, man. So I'm gonna start doing a lot more of these story time videos. Now, guys, this video is a little embarrassing because I'm always on here talking about what you should and shouldn't do when you have these cars, and you know they can get stolen and this and that. But guys, listen, I've made some mistakes myself owning these cars, and I gotta keep it real with y'all. So I'm gonna tell you guys about what happened to my V6 Charger I had. I had a 2007 Dodge Charger V6. It was pearl white. I got it from CarMax. That was my first Charger. It was during a time when I was rebuilding my credit. CarMax, like I told you guys before, at one point they were the #1 spot to go to when you needed to rebuild your credit and you needed a vehicle. CarMax would finance anybody. So at the time, I wanted a Charger. I know I couldn't afford a V8, and I didn't know anything about Hellcats, Scat Packs. I didn't even really know about RTs. All I knew is I wanted a car that was a Charger, and the way the shape of the car looked, I liked it, so I got the V6. Me and my cousin got our Chargers together. He had a black one, I had a white one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw a picture up right here, y'all can see it. Both had wheels on our cars. He was the first one to put wheels on his car, but when he got rid of his Charger, he gave me his 22. He had 22s on his car. At the time, I was living in an apartment. Chargers were hot, but they weren't being stolen as much as they are now. So buying an alarm system and all that stuff just wasn't a priority for me. When I talk to you guys about buying an alarm, where you should drive your car, where you shouldn't drive your car, I'm speaking from experience. So I got my windows tinted. My cousin gave me his wheels. Now, of course, there was things that happened in between, but to keep this story short and sweet, because I don't want you guys skipping through this, you might learn something from my mistake. So, what happened was, one night I was going out. I was going to hang out with my cousins, and I had just got my car washed, had it all shiny, you know, had a fresh window tint, had my beat going, had my music going. I was ready to go. So I went home, got dressed, I went out, I came back home probably about 1 a.m. in the morning. So about 1:15, literally about 1:15, I got a call from the police, and they told me that my car had been stolen, and they found it in the middle of the street with no wheels on it. That's right, no wheels on. They found it in the middle of the street. So they literally just stopped in the middle of the street, took the wheels off, and left the car planted right in the middle of the street. And of course, when I got this information, I was devastated. Because I had just got the wheels from my cousin, had the car cleaned up. But what happened was, they must have followed me home. And they probably was following me the whole time, and I was not aware of it. So that's why I be telling you guys to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings when you're going home. When you may have been out, you might have went to the mall. Whatever you may be doing, you're out in your Charger, Challenger, whatever it may be, Durango. You gotta be aware of your surroundings. Because even now, what I do is, before I go home, I'll circle the block. I look and see who's following me. I pay attention to my surroundings. So obviously, these boys followed me home and waited for me to go in the house. Literally 15 minutes after I went in the house, they stole my car and stole the wheels off of it. And that's not even it. That's not even the kicker, guys. What I didn't tell you guys, when I went home from washing the car, I needed to get something out of my wife's car. So when I left out to go meet my cousins, I grabbed her key so I can get my phone charger out of her car. And now she had just gotten a Camry. So we both had our new cars that we got from CarMax. Let's go to show you guys that everybody got started from somewhere. So we got our cars from CarMax. So I went into her car to get my phone charger, and me being lazy and not wanting to go back in the house, I kept her key with me, and I put it in the little little cubby hole that was under the dashboard in the Chargers back then. I put her key in there. So what they did was, when they broke into my Charger, they must have found that key, and they hit the key fob alarm, and her car unlocked. So they stole my car and my wife's car. It was so crazy because when I went back in the house, when I came outside after the police called me to see what the heck they was talking about, and I noticed my car was gone, my wife came out behind me and said, "Where's my car?" And immediately I knew right then and there. I said, man. I looked at my wife and I said, babe, they must have got your car too. Because remember, I grabbed your key. I never brought the key back in the house. And my wife was hot, boy. I'm saying she was firing mad because she had all her shoes, all her perfume, all that stuff was in her car. And so they never found her car. But like I said, they found my Charger in the middle of the street, no wheels on it, guys. So the moral of this story, guys, is you must pay attention to your surroundings when you're out in these cars, because people will follow you. They're paying attention to you even when you think nobody's watching. These cars draw a lot of attention. So I just thought that was a funny story. This happened years and years and years ago. Like I say, it was my first Charger, and I was devastated. So when I got the car back, they put new wheels on it. It had some damage under the bottom of the car because they used bricks to jack the car up. That's what the car was sitting on, bricks in the middle of the street. I didn't have an alarm, so they just busted my window and just stole the car. I was devastated. So ever since then, guys, I've been real heavy on getting an alarm, and there's a link in the description of the alarm I got. You also need to get you a neutral strap. Now that stuff, the neutral strap and stuff like that wasn't even out back then. And I'm gonna leave a link in the description where you can get that, and you use my code HitMeMuscle20, you can get a discount. That has been a game changer for, you know, preventing people from stealing these Chargers and Challengers. I mean, that right there is the #1 thing you have to get. I think that's even more important than the actual alarm system, is having that neutral strap. I just thought that was a funny story. Like I said, nobody's perfect, man. You learn from your mistakes. And that taught me a big lesson right there. First of all, you gotta have a garage to park these cars in. If you don't have a garage, have it where you can park it exactly where, like under your window, somewhere where you can keep an eye on your car and have an alarm if you don't have a garage. Because even now, a garage don't guarantee they won't steal your car. It's just one of those cars that draw a lot of attention, even though, like I said in my last video, some people say they played out. But if you have one, you have to protect it, and people still want them. People still steal them. And now I've heard they moved on to the Camaros. They stealing the Camaros now as well. So nothing is safe. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a muscle V8 car, they want them because they're going away. Now the only downside to this was, guys, of course I had insurance, but the insurance company did not believe me when I told them that both of the vehicles were stolen at the same time. They just automatically assumed I was trying to pull some kind of scheme. So I had to go through so much paperwork. I had to go through an interview. I mean, the insurance company took me through the ropes, man, trying to get both of these cars paid for. Now, again, I told you they found my Charger, but they never found my wife's Camry. So they had to pay her Camry off, and they had to pay to have my car fixed. The whole thing was a super, super big headache. And I wouldn't want anybody to have to go through that crap I went through with the insurance company. I had to actually go through an interview. They wanted to know exactly what I did from the moment I woke up to the time I found out that my cars were stolen. I mean, they wanted to know every single step. They needed to know where the keys were. I mean, they asked me a million questions because obviously they thought I was trying to pull a fast one, and I wasn't. Both of the cars were stolen. I mean, I can only imagine how that looked to them, but at the same time, I'm saying, like, I need 2 rental cars and I need both of these cars paid for. So they gave me hell to try to get all that stuff taken care of. So guys, again, like I say, man, just be careful, man. Make sure you keep your insurance up to date. Especially now, man, insurance is going up for these cars. Into this Dodge family, you gotta make sure you check the insurance rate and make sure you got full coverage, because if something happens, trust me, these insurance companies do not want to pay out. I mean, they're going to try any and everything not to pay you. Leave your comments, guys, if you ever been caught slipping and had your car stolen, or whatever you do to protect your car. I feel like some of the things that I've been through, I can tell you guys about it, and it prevents you from making the same mistakes. That's why I make these videos. Also, to the young man that I ran into it at Chipotle. What's up with you, bro? I appreciate you supporting the channel. I was kind of in a rush when I saw you, man. I wish we could have chopped it up a little more, but I always appreciate everybody who always come up to me, show me love, man. I really appreciate it. So shout out to you, man. Leave your comment, subscribe. I'm going to be going on vacation here in the next couple of days with the family. So when I get back, I'm gonna go ahead and get some mods done to this car. I know I keep saying that, but it seems like every time I get to the point where I can do that, I got something else to do. You know what I'm saying? It just don't seem like there's enough time in the day. But I appreciate you guys watching, man. Listen to my stories. I got a lot of stories I can tell you guys. So if you like story time, let me know, because I would definitely do more of them. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the channel. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your holidays. And I see y'all on the next one. Peace.